Hello there guys, here with another video, and this time it is the F122 league race called Elite League Racing Cup, and here we go with round 2 qualifying. This time it is the full qualifying, and the promise that gave us Bernie that the qualifying, one lap qualifying will be just one and all the one-off thing. Yeah, it just became true. So here we are, just preparing for the qualifying, and let's see who gets pole. And well, not let's see big. Let's see. I was going to say let's see who gets knocked out of Q1 and Q2, but we're just only 10 in the qualifying, so it won't affect a lot. So let's begin with my lap of qualifying. And here we are, just confirming the. Well, I was just checking it twice, the setup, because I just wanted to make sure that I had the right setup, and I had my tire pressure, rear tire pressure up to 0, well, the lowest I mean, and here we are. Just closing, well, I mean, getting out of the pit lane, setting to lean so I can conserve more fuel, setting to deploying to none to not waste accidentally the yards, and here we are, warming out the tires, and let's see who gets knocked out. So here we are, my tires are now have already heated, and let's head out into straight to begin with my first lap of the qualifying. Here we go, into the straight, then to turn 1, we just brake at 200 mark, and oh no, I just locked the brake, no, I mean, I just went wide into turn 1, that makes us lose a lot of time. Then to turn 4, just doing decently, turn to turn 5, turn 6, then to turn 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, just doing it pretty good in those corners. Sector 1, pretty good one, apart from the turn 1 going wide. Then to turn 13, I mean, I just went a bit bad, almost spinning by the oversteer. Then to turn 14, 15, 16, a bit decently. Then to the swinging straight, I don't know what to say, and DRS straight. Then to turn 22, 23, 24, a bit decently. Then to the second DRS of the circuit. Then to turn 26, then to the last corner, turn 27, doing it a bit decently, apart from the turn 1 going wide, and turn 13, which I didn't make it a lot good, and which out of time 113.756, which makes us into P2. And I was just trying to improve the time, but I didn't have enough ERS to do that, and well, I just tried to conserve the ERS, so I was just doing the ripping the lap, and I saw that into turn 1 I just lost 3 tenths. That's just a lot, but the advantage was just disappearing, but because my tires are now more deteriorated than the previous lap. I was just trying to improve turn 13, but I think I didn't improve a lot, but still, yeah, I did improve, so yeah. Then to turn 14, 15, 16, just touched the wall a bit, but it was enough that I just lost all the advantage, so I decided to just make this lap as an end lap, so I decided to box this lap. And here I am entering the pit lane, and I didn't plan to make another lap during Q1 because I needed to save the tires, because I only had 4 tires during the entire qualifying. Well, 5 tires. I don't count the medium tires because, you know, mediums are very slow and aren't appropriate for qualifying, so I decided to gamble it and stay in the box. And I was just seeing if anyone can prove the times, and I was just praying that I wouldn't get knocked out of Q1. Well, it was just, well, the rest of qualifying was just waiting to end up the qualifying so I could see if they improved, and let's see the results. So here it is, qualifying 1 ended, and I see that I think no one has improved, so I successfully passed Q2. Only just one got eliminated because there were just only 10, so we were just only 9 into Q2. Bryce got disqualified. He said that he just crashed and was going to the pit lane, but I don't know what happened. I think it might be a glitch of the game, or he might also block the pit lane. I don't know. So Leopard is the fastest, Bird is second. Well, I mentioned that I got third. Klurdak is in 4, Bern is in 5, Flores, my teammate, is in 6, Josue is in 7th, and Date Miguel is 8th and 9th. Didn't set the time, but still get through Q2. So let's head into Q2. So here it is, we are now into Q2, and I'm gonna use my another tire set of soft, and I was just checking if I had to change my setup, but no change for my setup. So here we go into another lap, but this time is the first one of Q2. So here I am into the last corner before the flying lap, and here I am. The tires are now warmed up, and here I am, beginning of the flying lap of Q2. Heading to the main straight, doing it decently, then to turn 1, breaking it properly without running wide, then to turn 2, was just trying to do it very fast, but I didn't want to do it too aggressive, then to turn 3, a bit wide, but didn't invalidate the lap, and then to turn 4, 5. The rest of sector 1 was just, oh no, just the Williams of Bird just was blocking me, but it wasn't a lot of concern though, because I don't know, I don't think my lap will be ruined by that. Then to turn 13, I was just doing a bit decently. Yeah man, I just did decently. Then to turn 14, 15, 16, and into those corners, a bit wide into those corners, which made me cost a lot of tenths. But then into the second straight with a swinging-ish straight, second DRS, so I mean first, then ending up second sector, then to turn 22, 22, 24, bit decently into those corners, 25, second DRS straight, turn 26, then into turn 27, entering the last corner, breaking it a bit wide into the corner. But I decided to do it as a bit of an advantage of having a lot straight into the main straight. With the lap time I set is 1:30.249, which made me the fastest lap. But I don't think it will be the fastest lap for the rest of Q2, because more drivers will improve their lap time, so I may drop down places. So as long as I can get into Q3, it's all fine. I want to do another lap in Q2. And then I just decided to enter the pit lane, although I was improving a lot of time, but heading to the first ERS zone, I just ran out of ERS, so that meant that I lost a lot of tenths due to not having the ERS, and I decided to enter a pit lane a bit aggressively because I just sped in the pit lane, but it was just a practice for the race, because there's no concerns of speeding in the pit lane during qualifying or practice, because it's just only warning. instead of a 5-second time penalty that applies you if you speed during the race. So that's not, we should not take it seriously, that warning. It's just a practice. So let's get on to the results of Q2 because I'm not planning to improve the times and I'm just going to gamble it. So let's see who gets out of Q2. And surprisingly, nobody got knocked out of Q2. So everybody that got into Q2 will get into Q3. So why would you have Q3 if nobody got knocked out? So this should be the results of Q3, not the official results for the grid. But well, let's head into Q3. But before heading into Q3, I mean, let's see the results. Leopard still the fastest of Q2, ahead of Vertex 7. Well, 1-2, Q1, Q2, the same 1-2. Gludak is in third. I got 4th place. He just improved the times. Bernie is in 5th. Flores, my teammate, in 6th. Josué is in 7th. Blood in 8th. And Miguel is in 9th position. So, now let's get into Q3. So here we are in the last part of the qualifying. Time to get very serious in this part because it's where it matters a lot. Q2 was just a practice for Q3. Q3 is time to go for the action and risk it for all. Risk for pole position. You cannot get pole position if you don't risk anything or go like Q2. So you have to risk for crash to get pole position. So here I am warming the tires during the out lap, and let's go to the flying lap. And we are heading into the last corner before the end of the out lap, and here we go for the flying lap of the first Q3 lap. And hope I can do it well and not crash terminally and DNF in the qualifying. So here we go into the main straight, braking into turn 1. A bit decently but a bit wide, didn't touch the apex. Then to turn 2, I was just a bit aggressive, but too much aggressive I wasn't because I was going to just spin into turn 3, 4, and I just did it decently. 5, 6, 7, 8, rest of sector 1 I was doing it decently, very great in those corners. Then into a mini straight before turn 13, going decently into turn 13 the entry, but then going wide in the mid corner, but that means that I lost time into turn 13. Then to turn 14, 15, 16 I was going to be decently. Oh, I just snapped a bit, corrected a bit, but I didn't lost a lot of seconds, so I mean tenths. So then to the first DRS straight and Sugi-ish, then to turn 22, 23, 24 I was going decently into those corners. Then to turn 25 activated the DRS. I was going it decently as always. There's not much of a concern in those corners. Then to last corner, breaking into it, touching the apex barely. Then to the main straight, turn DRS zone activated. Then with lap time of a 129.391, just like 8 tenths improving from like Q2. So hope I can improve a lot more laps. And oh my goodness, I was just almost spinning, but it doesn't matter because I just already made a lap. So let's get into the pit lane. Here I am heading to the pit lane, just going to not speeding during the pit lane, 80 kilometers per hour, not going too fast because I was just practicing for the race, because I don't want to just speed to get 5-second time penalty. It's not worth it, and I just got slowed up a bit because my teammate just got out the box. But don't worry, I don't have rush to do this thing. There's time. I got time, so it's time to see which position I am, and and to see how can I do a better lap time, because I plan to do another lap because I have another fresh soft tire. So I just saved during the past qualifying sessions, and I'm just changing to fresh softs, and here it is. I just stopped at third position, the provisional pole. Kludak is in second, which means that it is a provisional 1-2 for Aston Martin. Bernie is in fourth, Josué is in fifth. My teammate didn't set the lap times. It's yet to set a lap time, so it's in sixth. But let's see how much of time he sets, but that doesn't matter because it's me, not him. So, well, it mattered a lot because he's my teammate, so that may be a bit crucial for the constructors. So, let's get to my last lap of qualifying. So update, the lap time of Flores, my teammate, wasn't set, so I'm just heading out of the box, and here I am starting another flying lap, the last flying lap of the qualifying. And let's see if my teammate also sets a time, but I don't think he'll set the time, but hope he can do it because that's crucial for our team. And here I am sitting to lean, so during the outlap you'll be considering more fuel, and I won't get under fuel during the flying lap, and nothing of deployment. Oh yeah, I was just telling my engineer what's the fastest lap of Leopard, and it was just a 129.2, which is just like 6 or 7 tenths faster than my time. It'll be very hard to get pole position, but it's possible. It's possible. We just need to be extremely fast. We need to risk it a lot, gamble it all of the car, and to get pole, because you have to be very brave in the corners, but you don't have to be over the limit because you might crash. So let's risk it all. I already set the time, so oh well, I just crashed, but I didn't receive damage. But the Aston Martin of Kludak just had I got blocked by him. So, but it's not a lot of a concern because I wasn't in a flying lap. So here we are, turning to 2 standard, the highest fuel mix you can put in the qualifying. Then to the overtake hot lap, hot lap ERS mode, and here I am, beating into the final lap of the qualifying. DRS is activated to the max straight, third DRS straight. Then, oh yeah, Leopard has just retired, thinking that he has pole, but then to turn 1, I was just doing it very early, but still just extremely early. I think I just improved by 3 tenths, or no 2 tenths. Then to turn 4, how much improvement can I have? A lot of improvement. Then to turn 5, 6, 7, rest of sector 1, those corners. Then to extremely great. Qualifying is now over, so I cannot have another opportunity. Then to turn 10, almost leave the track, but then to turn 13, let's see how it's gonna get. Oh no, I'm just blocking, and I just went wide, and I was just afraid that Berg would block me during the qualifying lap for the second time, but then to turn 14, 15, 16, how much advantage would I get? 3 tenths faster than my previous lap. So then to first DRS straight, how it's going to be? Better. I'm now 4 tenths better than my previous lap. Then to turn 22, 23, 24, I'm doing it decently. I have the fastest sector too, so this means that I can get pole position if I do it correctly. But now I don't think, but because I didn't do better. But then the last corner, how much would I get the advantage? How much? Oh no, I'm just losing time. I'm not necessarily great, and I'm not. I just lost a lot of time. And which position will I get? With a time of 1:29.111, which made me into 3rd position. And I don't know how much. 3 1/1000th of a second slower than second place. Oh no no no! If I wouldn't do it terribly at the last corner, I would get second place. I would just ruin the front row lockout for Aston Martin. But no, Leopold is on pole position. Gludak completes the front row with Aston Martin front row lockout. I qualified third. Bernie is in fourth. Flores is in fifth. My teammate also is in sixth position, and the other ones, but Miguel and Bert didn't set the time. So yeah, that was a bit disappointing for me. So well, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button, and if you want to be a part of the Mexico, subscribe to this channel. And also join our Discord server, and the link is in the description down below. So have a nice day and wish me luck in the race. Goodbye!